It's Monday. I have already been out painting at my son's. Went out there at 6:30 this morning and painted my granddaughter's. They put an addition on. They put on a brand new kitchen and opened up the whole wall to their old kitchen, so their kitchen is like a monstrosity. And then they went up and built a master bedroom, bathroom, walk-in closet. So they built 2 stories, kitchen and master. And they had a baby, so they needed to switch rooms. They didn't have a room for their baby. So they moved my 12-year-old granddaughter to their old room, which was the biggest of all. And her room is getting painted for the baby that's 9 months old. So I had the cutest message last night. It was her standing, leaning, holding a step stool and looking up at the camera. And she said, "Grandma, I'm too little to paint my room. Do you think you could do it?" Put the primer on. So I said, "I'll be there in the morning." I'm going to jump right in. Hot day today, 105 heat index. I hope everybody survived the weekend. I stayed in. I'm going to go through my stash and get things done. Projects that I started. This I took to the library when I had my library talk. And it was half done because I wanted to demonstrate the true meaning of a junk journal, which is a blazer that I thrifted, lace that I don't know where it came from. I thrifted it, I'm sure. Cardstock that I covered with a cereal box or something. It's hard. Oh, I think it was one of those brown file folders with cardstock and Amazon. So this is my cover. I wanted them to see that, you don't have to, not dissing digitals. You don't have to buy digitals. You can use magazines, even old books, book pages, everything. So I'm going to get this in here because this has been sitting here waiting and it's a step closer to being done. So I don't know. It's hot. I got my plants watered. It was supposed to rain today, but I don't know whatever happened with that. So I watered everything. And my neighbor had a $40 hanging plant. It's beautiful. It was huge, massive hanging flower. And she had it on a post hanging out by her, just in her backyard where it's so beautiful. Our backyards are both very pretty and they run together. And it's dead. I don't know if she's seen it, but they were busy. She had family here. All her kids were here. They went out in the boat Saturday. She was busy cooking and feeding everybody, and I don't know if she got everything watered. It is dead as dead. I feel really bad. She paid a lot for it. It was a beautiful, huge hanging basket. I'm going to put some kind of lace down this. I just wanted to get this on because otherwise I'm going to be looking for it, and it was already cut the same size. You know how that goes. I'm going to see if I can find a piece of something to go down the inside. Oh boy. So lots going on in the world. Things have changed today. Even. This is a pretty little piece. Heck. Well, isn't this pretty? I'm looking for this'll work. Something to go down the center. And then I'm going to put this aside. I'm not going to do any signatures. That's okay. You can't really see it. You know what I'll do? I'll put a piece of fabric on it first. I want to get to what I want to get to. That's what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do. I'm working on these envelopes that I totally thought I knew what Patty Lang had done. And it isn't what she was doing at all. She was doing something. I rewatched her video, Sacred Mementos. And when you jump in and you see what somebody's doing and then you think you know what they're doing, but it sparks a whole new idea for you? That's what happened. And I'm going to get rid of this blue. anyway, I ran with it all right. Like she says in my comment, I ran with it, and now I'm on to some whole other idea with it. But I have, like I said, at my thrift store, they had a box of 500 envelopes. And I looked at them, and I didn't buy them. This was like a year ago. And I went back the next time, and they were there, and the sticker, the $5 sticker, was the color of the day. So I literally got them for $2.50, 500 envelopes for $2.50. So there's no need to save junk mail envelopes for me. For $2.50, 500 of them. Okay, there's that. I wish this was coffee dyed. Actually, I don't even need to put lace on there. It's kind of pretty. Why not? I'm going to make my flowers all the way there. So, I don't know anything. I don't have any houses to clean today. I did paint her whole room, and I texted just a minute ago. They said, oh, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And all her baby stuff is in their son's room in a corner, and her baby bed is in their room. And I said, let me know what corner you want to attack to get her bed moved in, because they're painting the woodwork too. She's got one coat on the woodwork. It's a 2-story house, and it's the original woodwork, and they're painting it white. So she's got one coat on. It needs a second coat. I said, if you decide what corner you want the bed, I can come out, and you can do the woodwork, and when you go on around the corner, I'll get up and do the wall. And I said, the white primer covered pretty good. I said, if you want one more coat on a wall, and you could have a white wall, that would be a cute accent wall. She said, good idea, because then we can hang pictures on the white. I don't know. She's probably going to have pictures everywhere. She's a very cute decorator. But anyway, so I said, well, let me know what you want to do. I'll come out and paint again tonight. I get kind of, I get into my YouTube TV, and I get kind of, it's quiet around here without my son. What is this pin from? Oh, yeah. So, he lived here for 2 years after he came back from Oregon. So, when he moved to Sioux Falls this spring, it got dead quiet. That's going to be cute. There, I can redo that. I'm going to give this a toss on my futon. And let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I thought Patty had taken envelopes and after I watched it the second time, I'm like, oh, she was using digitals, because I missed the first part. She had some digitals, and the digitals must have been with a flap, like an envelope flap, like a digital with a flap, because I saw her tearing a flap off, and I thought, oh, she's tearing the flap off of an envelope, but she wasn't. And they were like, let me do it. They were like, okay, this is going to be file folders. Where's my file folders? What she did, oh God, bless America. I keep grabbing one and they're scraps. Okay, here's what she was doing. She had these, and the tabs were in different spots. See? And then she had I need to get a tab punch. I need so much. Do we really need it though? No, we don't. But I don't know, I think she ring bound these, but she covered these with the digital. So you know what I'm going to do now that I'm into this? Okay, so I hinged my envelopes. How cute is this? But I want something in between them all. So, I want to add like maybe, I don't know how many ever more. So I need these to be the size of, oh yeah, I did this too. Okay, here's what else I did. This was a page in one of those 1923 modern Priscillas. So this was the actual, see it, the ad. Oops, it's off. Oh, well, gives a damn. So I did a hinge with a piece of fabric so that it's like this. So this is a whole separate one. I'm not going to punch holes and put it in that. So that's another thing I started. But this is Patty's cutest idea in the world. But I need a business envelope. Okay. Then I did this. I think I did this on camera. And I did this one this morning, just now, before I came on. I was sitting doing these, and I thought, why am I not filming? Duh. So this is an ad. This is 1923 Modern Priscilla. Oh, that's upside down. That was dumb. I thought I had it the right way. So this could essentially go in between these, right? So that it's not all flowers. So that's that. So let's get the size here. Let me get my cutter. I am just all over the place, you guys. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I know I don't want all these flaps. I want one flap. I'm copying Patty. I'm doing what Patty did. I'm a copycat. Okay, so see how we've got the... Okay, I guess this has to go up so that we have our two flaps. Right? But it's got to be the size of the envelope. Because this can be another one. I can just do one. But it can stick out. I want it to stick out, don't I? So that's... So I really just need to cut the end. I'm trying to work through this in my head. All right, let's cut it. I'm going to punch holes and I'm going to fit it in and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, I just have another scrap of file folder. It doesn't have to be the same. The same. I do need to take this apart to get my holes. Okay. What's everybody working on? Dolly, I forget what you said because I'm about half dementia. No, you know what it is. My kids will go, Mom, I told you. Okay, here's the deal. I have 4 kids with spouses telling me things. I've got grandkids texting me, and everybody thinks you're supposed to remember everything. How am I supposed to remember all that crap? So that's how I feel about it. Okay, you told me. What do you want? An award? All right, I'm going to try to line up this hole. And the next one. Oh, Patty. This is so cute. Okay, so the other gal in the chat, well, there was a Maggie, and I don't know who she is or what her YouTube channel is. She was there chatting away. And Mare, who is, now Mare is how I found Patty. Mare is an absolutely amazing media, mixed media artist. The thing I remember about her is she took an egg carton and she made some kind of a, it's been over a year, some kind of a fairy castle thing, and it was like 3D tall. But in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, she did a, the gal that owns the chat was sick, and she asked would somebody step forward and do some kind of a challenge, group challenge thing, and Mare did. And she did, I don't know where it is. I think I might have stuck, I did 2 of the 3, or I might have done all 3. She did altered postcards. It was 3x5 card, maybe a bingo card, if I could wrap my head around where that one is, I would share it. But, you know, it was like, you know, you had to add your gesso, and then you had to use tissue paper, and then, you know, it was really, hers was gorgeous. And then put a dangle on it, and you had to, it was a fairy thing, if I remember right. Well, anyway, that's how I met Mare, and she was in that group, and she was always so sweet to comment. Her stuff is, oh my God. Okay, so on YouTube, she is, now I got my thrifter. There's a thrifter that's from Pennsylvania that I follow, Lavender Clothesline. Lilac Pages, I think, is her YouTube, because now I've got the purple thing in my head. And she's moved to Florida, the thrifter lady. You can follow her. She's very interesting. Karen, Lavender Clothesline. But anyway, Mare is Lilac. Did I say Pages? Now I gotta look. But whatever it is, I'm gonna look because I followed her for a long time, and I will put her link. I'm gonna get this all. Where's my this thing? You know what would be cute on this? I just cut this out. Wouldn't this be cute on here? You know what would be cute on here? Some lines too. I don't know that I'm going to do that, but this is a cute idea. Okay, so let's pop that in there just for fun. Actually, put some holes in this envelope too. What else? I don't know what I'm going to do today. I need to charge my phone. It's at 50%. So I need to go see what's going on. I follow a lady from Iran. Her name's Miriam. My neighbor told me she's fake. This was like since October. I don't know how I got started on her. And I said, she's not fake. If she was fake, look. Then she's doing a hell of a job because she was literally digging a cave with a pickaxe. And my daughter, I told her about her the other day, and I said, I worry about Miriam with this stuff that's going on, and blah, blah, blah. And she's got these little boys, and her husband was a shepherd, and he died. And there's a lot of different, you know, once you start, you see that there's other channels that are like that. It's, you know, I mean, people follow Americans that are building a house or live in the wilderness. Why can't you follow Iranians? Anyway, I love Miriam. I love her. And her cave is done. I know. Go ahead, judge me. Her cave is done. And here, I forgot one. And she's got a bathroom built. And with her YouTube money, you know, she hires like a plaster guy to come out or a brick guy. And the boys, you know, they were walking to town from the mountains. But right now they're harvesting the wheat, the neighbors. She bought a little chunk of land. He's the guy that, where she was at, living in a tent. He told her he'd sell her a little piece of land, and she makes payments through her YouTube channel. And there's a guy that films everything. Okay, here's we go. So now that you think I'm crazy, but it's fun to, you know what? It's fun to watch her cook and how they eat their bread. Their bread is big, and they make it with flour and water and salt, and I don't know what else, but it looks, basically it looks like a tortilla, like a big burrito, like a big floured burrito. But they tear it, and they fold it, and they put like the food in it, and then they eat it like that, where we would put all this stuff in and fold it and roll it up. It's just fun to watch. I love her. I love watching her. She's a mother with children. Okay, here's this. I'm going to go. We've got this different one, and there. So this is from Patty, her idea. So now the next one, I'll cut it. I'll take this back out. But the tabs will be different, but I'll have it like maybe back here. What do you think, Patty? You're awesome, but I think I'll maybe get it like this. How's that? And then I can have like 3 of them. So that's on for another minute. I'm not doing that right now. I'm off to something else. What was I off to? Should I put her in there? Why not? Why not? You know what I'm gonna actually have to do is keep these off until I'm ready. I have a lot of these. I ordered them on Amazon, a big container of them, because the ones from Dollar Tree are bigger, and I bought those for, you know, like little golden books and children's books that I did ring binding with, ring bound. And I had another project I wanted to do with them, and so I had to get smaller ones, and I couldn't find them anywhere. So I ordered, I think there's 50 of them in the pack. But you know, that's not a waste. Sooner or later, something's going to come up. Let's put her to the front. That's going to be fun. I'm going to love it. So now I want to do this one. We need music on one. So do I have enough to go? No, I don't. Oh, that's the right size. And I didn't even do that. What's this say? Copyright 1921. Ooh, do I want that on there? I think I do. I'm just going to do a quick cut. Have this down here. I want that. And I can trim that off later. So we'll have one with sheet music. I want to have one that's book page. Well, I've got the ads. I thought sheet music, book page, ads, all the flowers. What on God's green earth is all the racket? Oh, a trailer. The neighbor had a new deck built 2 houses up. His wife is comes outside. She's in a wheelchair, like a scooter, battery thing. And they have a golf cart they go tooling around in and everything. But he wanted a deck with a handicap ramp so she could come out, out of the house onto the deck and then go down and come out and tool around out here because this is private property. And she can just, tool around to the neighbors or whatever. So they had a roof put on and everything. It's really nice. So that's what the ruckus is. Carpenters finishing up. Trailers coming and going. Okay. I love that copyright is 1921. Assigned 1925, the Arthur E. Schmidt Company. Let's see. Where's my old flipping sheet music? This is what I want. All right. Actually, I bet this would tear if it's old. Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to leave the back plain for now. I need to put some re-inker on my ink pad. Whoa, let's get a little heavy-handed here. I do love the ink. Let me tell you. Let's make this white envelope not white. Remember that song, Don't It Make Your Brown Eyes Blue? I don't know where that came from. I have a weird mind. It changed it, in other words. Put down in. There we go. Should we put some holes in this one? Isn't that the point of what the project is? Let's do it. There we go. Okay, where are we at with this? Should we have her in the front? And then we've got a print. Let's put the sheet music in this, and then we've got that, and then we've got this, and then we've got 3 more. So we're going to add more tabs. So I want see how I measure? I don't. Okay, let's... Now this should be right in line with this one. And we'll have 2, and we can always decorate these. My niece has COVID, she told me today. I only had COVID one time. Now, I'm not trying to get political or, you know, anything, but I only had it one time. And I had no shots, never used a mask. I was a rebellious little soul. Fought at Walmart when the girl tried to tell me I had to put one on. I would say, I don't play your games, and I would walk right in the store anyway. I dared them to kick me out. Nothing ever happened to me. My neighbor lives, well, their place is about 50 miles away, but they have the kitty corner from me. She works in a nursing home. She had every shot, every booster, everything, comply. I'll probably lose people that follow me over this. She had COVID like 5 times. And I pushed shopping carts. I'm telling you, I never got it. And my niece has it again. She only got 1 vaccine. I suppose it just immune system or something too, maybe. Do you think I should clip these corners? I'm thinking of Rachel. She always does these little, oh my goodness, little things like that. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. I love this idea. Isn't that cute? So I need more of these. I need more of these file folders cut. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off camera in this video, in other words, and cut some more of those. Patty, look at you dead. You got me thinking. Whoa. This is fun. Sometimes you just get in a freaking rut, right? I'm sick. That's why I want to work on all these, projects that I've started. I have made covers. I've done, you know how it is. You tear a book apart and you get the cover ready for it, and then you never do any more. You just kind of drop the ball. I need to get those all put together and get signatures in them, even if it's just a bunch of folded up papers. Or at least need to get the covers finished. So I'm just going to close this up so I don't get things lost. I'm going to sit in my recliner, go watch for Miriam. I see this morning that the king of Iran has spoken. He is telling Khomeini to turn himself in. He's hiding in a bunker with his family. They said they don't know where he is to tell him. Israel bombed the prison doors. They're political prisoners is what they are. They're basically, if you're a Christian or you go against the government, you were arrested and thrown in prison. They're basically innocent people. Here we have free speech, you know, if you don't like Trump or you don't like Hillary Clinton or whatever, we don't get thrown in prison over it, right? We have our freedom of speech. So the prison gates were opened and the families are rushing there to get their family members. So it is a good day. And they are thanking Israel and President Trump in the streets. I've been watching all that. I've been watching my Iranian people that I follow. They are happy. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got this gal, since earlier, this, I did not write that. She, oh, and I made this envelope. You know what this is? This is parchment paper that I coffee dye on in my oven, and I save the sheets. I have bunches of them. I tear it off, put it on my cookie sheet, line my stuff up, put it in the oven on 200 or just below. And I use them over and over and over again. The other night I thought, I'm going to just make an envelope. So I made an envelope, put a stamp on it, addressed it, Miss Betty Drew, 44 Ambrose Street, Chicago, Illinois, and I have it from George Morris on Jackson Street, Chicago, Illinois. This is kind of cute. I might pop that in. I don't know. I have this little one I put, it's lined with sheet music. It's just a little one. I have this little one that I did. These are last night's little watching TV adventure. I put a stamp on here. I tore her out of a book. I tore this guy. See, these have book page on the, actually it's from that 1923 magazine. That's out of a book. This one I have a tea bag over the picture and I don't like it. So I'm going to do something to it. I don't know what. And this is a lady out of a book. She's not postmarked. She needs a postmark. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Ah, there we go. So she's, this one isn't either. Looks like they're all coming out of the same place, Paris. I'm using what I have, guys. These stamps are a roll of stickers. I have real stamps that I got from Therese at 1910 Linens and More, but I don't know where they're at. I like extra. I'm extra. There. All right. So there's my little ones. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Probably just use them as pockets. I've got one more big one to do. And I think we could find something good for it. Glossary, that's interesting. That's kind of interesting. Fountain spray, subject matter, the coordination of hands, broken chord, forms pedaling. Oh, it's about music theory. Broken chords. Coordination of the hands. This is really old. This is kind of fun though. How long should each practice be? How should each note marked with tenuto be played? Teacher's record. I like that. For the teacher's record. I like that. I'm going to go right up to the next thing. And then I'll put something along the top. Actually, couldn't this be in the center and something in the background of it? Like, I don't know what this is either. That's interesting. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it came from. What about love? I only want to share with you. What about old scrapbook? And this on it. I like that idea. Let's do that. Somebody's got music playing that's very annoying. You know, you can just like barely hear it. It's very quiet where I live in the week. I'm just like, it's just quiet. People are gone. They went back to the city or wherever they're from. Okay, I'm just going to glue that on. I'm going to cover up the window too. Those windows are cute, but they're kind of a booger. You know what would be cute is to punch a hole through it. Okay, wait a minute, I might do that. Cut a hole through it and put a picture on both sides. I think I'll do that, actually. I don't know where to put that pin. Anyway, it's the end of Sharia law, they said. The king is saying that he's freeing everybody. It's the end of Sharia law. No more burqas if you don't want. Do you know from the 1930s to the 1980s, if you look it up, the women wore mini skirts, go-go boots. They dressed the same as the West. And the leader that's there now, I just think it's interesting. I'm sorry. I love history. I love knowing all this stuff. They used to drive cars. They can't drive freaking cars. They walk behind the man. You know, I'm not walking behind any man, let me tell you. Get the hell out of my way, mister. That's probably why I'm not married anymore. But anyways, it's a good day. It's a good day for humanity, I think. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to put this on there in the center. Actually, it might be kind of cute. Shorten it up or kind of tear it. That. I don't like these words up here showing. I'm a tear girl. I haven't seen any Mitzi's videos this week. Last week I haven't seen any of Crafty Cats. I haven't commented on them. I got a lot of catching up to do. Boy, I didn't mean to do that, but I don't care. It's done. It is what it is. I have so much catching up to do. Carol Laws, I saw her pictures on Instagram. She's on a lovely trip. Beautiful scenery. Warm enough that she had shorts on, which I think is amazing. I mean, because we could suffocate here in the United States right now. But you know, they have different weather. Hot to them is not hot to us. Do I want it all the way down? No, because the holes are punched. Do I? I think I do, because I think I could do something cute up there. I'm just going to go for it. It'd be fun to fill this out. Okay, we're going to, I like to do this too, guys. I like to take my ink pad and drag my stuff in it. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, should we punch holes? Here I go. Can't do it. I should have waited. Well, this is halfway. So that's there. And that's there. And that's there. Let's see if that works. I might even put some hole protectors on them. Or whatever you call it. Okay, that's it. Let's put it this. I got that. I got flowers. For that, I got flowers. I've got music. I've got a divider. I've got that. I've got that. I've got that. They're right here. How fun. Okay, Patty, I took your idea and with my twisted mind. That's what's so cool about this community. You see somebody do something and then you're not copying them. I mean, isn't copying the best form of flattery? But what I thought she did isn't what she did at all. And now we've got another whole kind of strain of what she did. That's cute. That is so cute. And she on one of them, she took a rag strip or a ribbon and went through and under and through and tied it. And she had 4 holes. So she had 2 with a tie and 2 with a tie. I got to rewatch that. Okay, Patty, I'm going to rewatch your video again for the 3rd time. I'm taking notes, making a list, checking it twice. I don't know where my pen went. That's what this is supposed to be for. Okay, that's it, guys. There's my little thing. My little thing. My thing. See, the thing is no matter what your front is, you can always change your front. Right? All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the comments. I love your comments. Appreciate them all. Little channels really struggle. I tell you, we get lost. I love my community, though, and all the friends I've made on here. So I hope you have a great Monday. I don't know if I'm going to upload this. I think I'll upload it. I think I will. Why not? All right. Bye-bye.